So working as a physical therapist aide for the past year and a half now, the biggest thing that I see hold physical therapists back, or even any men in healthcare, from losing the weight is not that they keep skipping their cardio. It's not that they keep skipping the gym or that they eat a bunch of junk food and fast food when they come home after work. But the biggest thing is because of stress. Think about it like this. The whole day, you're working 8 to 10 hour shifts, maybe even a 12-hour shift. You're on 2 to 3 coffees, barely any food. You're inside this environment the whole day taking care of other people. So now when you come home and you have nothing ready, the last thing you want to do now is cook. The whole day you're literally burnt out. You're barely eating anything. You just want something quick. You want something to satiate you. And you want that relief. Your body is looking for that relief. So the last thing you're going to do now is just want to cook. You're going to go to snacks. You're going to go to takeout. You're going to go to Uber Eats. This is obvious. This is why you skip the gym. This is why you skip the cardio. Because you're so stressed out with work. The only thing that your body is now looking for is relief. So how do you actually fix this? The first way is just using your lunch breaks to get out of work. And the reason why I say to get outside of work on your lunch breaks is because how do you expect to be able to eat peacefully in the same environment that you've been working for 5 hours straight, working with patients, burnt out, stressed out? How do you expect now to eat in that same environment and eat it peacefully? All that food you're going to be eating is going to turn straight into fat because you're still in that stress state. Now, what going outside does is that it relaxes your body. You could take a deep breath, you're getting the signal from the sun, and it's telling your body that now it's time to relax. Walk for 10 to 15 minutes, have some fruit, and then after, have whatever meal you have with you. But don't just go straight into the break room, into the same room, into the same environment that you've been working in and trying to eat there, because it's not going to work out. Your body's just going to be stressed out, and all the food you're going to be eating, no matter how healthy it is going to turn into fat. The second most important thing is hydration. Most men in healthcare, most people in general, are just not getting enough water, especially bringing those little tiny 24-ounce water bottles. Maybe you'll bring 1 to 2 of those. That's not even half of how much water you're supposed to be drinking. And especially if you're drinking filtered water, you're not even getting the minerals you need. You're not even hydrating yourself. So the fix is getting a bigger water bottle. The link one down below is 64 ounce. This is the best one. Keep that near you with you as much as possible because it'll just automatically remind you when you see it. And put some sea salt in your water. If you are drinking filtered water, you need to remineralize your water in order to get the proper hydration. Or else you're not even hydrating yourself. You're literally just flushing everything out of your body. There's basically no point of actually drinking water if it has no minerals in it. So the best way to do this, and the cheapest way, is just putting sea salt. The third change is probably the most important, especially if you're single and you have no one to cook for you. This is easily by far the best one, and that's buying the Instant Pot. Because in 1 to 2 minutes, every morning before you leave for work, you just take the pot, you put some water, you put rice, sweet potato, which is even easier to just set up, lentils, pumpkin, yuca. You can literally put whatever you want, bone broth, and you just close the lid, you turn the knob off so the steam stays in, and you turn on the keep warm button. This leaves it so that the whole time that you're at work, your food, when it's done being made, stays warm and fresh. So now before you even open the door when you come home after work, tired, stressed out, thinking about what to eat, you now have a fresh meal already waiting for you. And it's warm. And all it takes is literally less than 2 minutes. Because it's just the pot, water, and then you put rice, sweet potato, whatever you want, and you're done. You just close the lid. Everything's done for you. All you have to do now is just come home and eat whenever you're done with work. Literally the best investments, especially if you're someone who really does not like cooking, especially after work, or you're just too tired, too burnt out. This is the easiest way to fix that. If you are someone who can cook, that would be better. But this is by far the easiest way to get a real meal in so that you're not constantly wasting money and gaining fat because you keep ordering out because you don't want to cook. So after doing this with my physical therapist, he lost 10 pounds within literally a few weeks. He started feeling way looser in his scrubs, better energy, better mood with his patients because of all the water, all the going out during his lunch breaks. All of these little changes, they made such a big impact in his life. The way he started working, the way he started feeling, and he started even getting stronger at the gym. He started going to the gym more because he started feeling so much better that he just felt like he had more time. Because the thing is, when you're stressed out the whole day, you feel like you have no time. You feel like you just have to get home. You have to eat. You have to sleep. You have to relax. You feel like you have to do all these things when you're stressed out. But once you relieve all that stress, it feels like you have all the time in the world. And he started using this to walk outside more, to cook real meals at home rather than just ordering out or eating ice cream in the freezer or just eating a bunch of snacks nearby. So he started going to the gym, he started doing cardio, he started doing all these stuff, and he started seeing his abs, he started seeing bigger biceps, more strength, better energy, better mood. He started seeing changes in all aspects of life just because he started making these little changes. Now, if you're someone who is in healthcare, maybe you're a physical therapist, maybe you're a PTA, you're a nurse, whatever your schedule may be, if you want me to help you to implement these systems into your schedule so you don't have to have someone just forcing you to go to the gym or just do some cardio in order to lose fat, but actually give you real systems to implement in your schedule to slowly get there so that you can actually lose 10 pounds, you can feel better in your body, better mood and better energy, and most importantly, so you're not feeling stressed throughout the whole day, DM me on Instagram or just comment down below and I'll be able to reach out. Instagram is the best because that's where I could actually reach out to you and talk to you. But yeah, that's about it.